Kinaintoeke, County Nibikak, County Babashkak, and the Ventaying, and the Vejaying, Kinaintoek, the Ventamin, Kinaintoeke, Kinaintoeke, County Asnikak, County Mitegokak, and the Ventaying, and the Vejaying, Kinaintoek, the Ventamin.
I heard there was a rally. Where's that? BC, I believe, and that they were getting progress there. And then I thought this was eating me inside, and I thought, why don't we do something? Why isn't anybody coming together and doing something? So I slept on it Wednesday night. I woke up Thursday. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do this for the people. So I went to work, looked at my employees, asked them first, do you think I should do it? If you feel it's right, Chich, do it, they said. Then now here I am. People were coming into me, telling me thank you. Thank you for standing up for us Aboriginals, and I was just like, well, you're welcome. I'm not just doing it for myself, I'm doing it for everybody, giving them a voice. I'm standing here for the people that couldn't be here today, who've passed on. I'm here for the elders who couldn't get out of bed, bedridden, to be here. So I'm here. I thought I'm 25, might as well just take control of it. The police blocked a mile of each all around us, and now there's nobody to drive by and give our word out. But media is already working on it, so hopefully it gets out to the world. They're just trying to stop us at any way they can, but no, they didn't. They probably thought, look, we'll block the highways, they'll go home. No, it's not happening. We're still here. We're gonna be here till 5 p.m. It started 10 a.m. this morning till 5 p.m. 7 hours for the 7 teachings.
Today this roadblock was not intended to disrupt traffic or take money away from anyone, or it was to bring awareness to a cause that I feel is detrimental to Canada's future existence. It's detrimental to the future generations in this country, not only Aboriginal kids, but all races. Stephen Harper is trying to pass a bill with a lot of changes to laws that protect the environment, to protect the waters, that protect people. And I feel strongly that it's not, that's not what Canada wants. But unfortunately, there wasn't enough people to vote in the federal election to speak up against these changes. So that's why I am here today. I don't speak for everyone. And the treaty rights regarding that, I feel like this was written 100 years ago, when we have suffered a great deal for everything, and over the years we've suffered a lot. A lot of our people have become alcoholics and drug addicts because of residential school syndrome, and people don't understand the effects that has on our people, and why they can't be productive citizens of Canada. And these treaties were written with our ancestors, and we need at least some kind of consultation before they can make these changes. We need that. It's very important to our people that we be included in these changes that Mr. Harper wants to make. Get involved. I've had an interest in politics since I was 13 years old. I know that's kind of a little too young for some people, but that's just me. But I think it's very important that, you know, our youth understand what they are entitled to and what they should be standing up for. And if no one speaks up, then our people won't have a voice. If no one stands up to government, then our people don't have a voice. And all we want is to be heard. We want our input into these changes. That's what we want. That's what, like, we're not against changes to this, but we just want, each and every one of us wants to put our say in what is right and what is wrong for us, and what will work and what won't. We can't be force-fed these Bill C-31, because it's going to backfire.
Well, basically, we've had enough. We've had enough. We are here raising awareness for our rights and the issues that we have within our First Nations people. Our chiefs have been speaking loud and clear about the issues, and their cries have been falling on deaf ears. So we are here to amplify their voices for them. Well, basically, if you care about your future and if you care about your rights, I advise you to get out there and stand up for your rights, make your voices heard.
We just have to let everybody get on the same page and get united, and the more we're united, the stronger we'll be. This is just the beginning, and I just want to say how proud I am today of the people that came out, and we just need to come together and be strong and fight the government, because we were already good enough to let them come live here. We agreed to co-manage, co-share, and they're taking it all away, and we can't stand for that anymore.
I'm called Peter Joseph Yelkul also. I'm from Sandy Bay, Long Plain, and Swan Lake. Treaty 1. I spent 11 years in the residential school. I worked for Long Plain since about 72, 73. I was chief there for 8 years. And I'm here to support the women and the young people that are here to protest against the conduct and the actions of the Prime Minister and his government. We've been watching for quite some time, and for me, the first lie that we have to deal with is the apology of the Prime Minister in Canada and the churches on the residential school. That's the first lie. The second one is that there's many others, but the primary one is for the Prime Minister to sit down and pray with us. And take that pipe into his hands in a traditional way, and then within a matter of a short time slit the financial throats of our organizations. And then to go around the world preaching what a good country this is to those Indians. Number one, we're not Indians. Number one, we're not Canadians. And Anishinaabe, Shaninwent, Ojibwe, Lakota, Oyate, Navajo, and Cree, and this is our blood. And we're here today as a former chief and as an Ogama in my own right to support this movement, and so that it will never stop, because Canada is still stealing from our people. It's still stealing our resources. It is still covering up the rape and the murder of children in the residential schools, 50,000 minimum. And that's not the conduct of our neighbors. Our neighbors are good people. There's people in the Christian churches that are good people. But we've been insulted by the conduct of this country. We're losing money from our medicine chest. The amount of money we got for the abuses we suffered is nowhere near what the white boys got. We should be getting $2 million apiece. $1 million from the church and $1 million from Canada for all the abuses that we suffered. And a real apology. The churches should know that they should repent and give us their shirt. And what Canada's doing to continue to erode our treaty rights. The genocide from the Indian Act is still continuing. And to some of the chiefs, they must reject that Indian Act. To the Christians and traditional people of Anishinaabe, curse that document every day. And begin to teach your children that they're not Canadians. Begin to teach your children they're not Indians, that they're Anishinaabe. Whatever nation you are from, teach them that. Because it's been 100 years of the genocide of our minds, of our bodies, our language, our culture. And that's what I have to say to the First Nations people across this country and to the Canadians. I know there's honest Canadians out there. I know there's the Canadians there that don't support genocide. I know there's Canadians out there that don't support the rape and the murder of little children. And I know that there's Canadians out there that know the Prime Minister, by giving de facto immunity to the rapists and the murderers of children, is making Canada look like a bunch of murderers. Not my neighbors, they're not like that. And that's what I have to say.
My name is Chelsea Malcolm. I'm from the Ebb and Flow First Nation, and I came here today to protest for my people. We just wanted to let everyone know what's happening, with our nation. Non-First Nation as well are going to suffer from this Bill C-45, and we just wanted to let everyone know, you need to educate yourself. And I tried to get a white man to stop and give him a piece of paper to just to read up on it, to understand why we're doing this, and he gave me the finger and he told me to get the F off the road. That's wrong, that's not right.
He is not treaty. He gave me a blessing, saying what we are doing for our people is right, and that there should be more people like me out there, even younger, he said.
We protested all the way here to Trans Canada, and we got fingers from white people coming here, and just I don't know, they're just being racist, I guess.
You walked here, right?
Yeah, we walked here.
When did you leave this one?
We left at 12.
From
Sandy Bay.
How long First Nation.
We just got here now.
How many hours was that?
4 almost.
4 hours?
Yeah.
So what message would you like to send out to people who are watching this video on the internet?
I'd like everybody to protest for our treaty, to get everything going, to fight for our treaty. And there's a lot of people that need our treaty rights, our land claims. He's just ripping us off big time. And we all have to fight for our land and our native people.
We stand as one. It's nice to see young people here today, because this land is your land. As the chief said one time, this land is not for sale. Prime Minister Harper, he can shove it where it belongs. I'm a warrior. I got my elder here, Mr. Glenn Francis. This is what we think of Canada, upside down. You want to disrespect our people, the young generation that's standing here today? Well, okay, Stephen Harper, think about this. Canada's upside down. With respect from the First Nations of Canada. I'm not a leader, but I'm an Indian, just like the rest of us here. And I speak on behalf of Long Plain, Sandy Bay, Swan Lake, Sioux Valley, Dakota Teepee, Dakota Plains, Bird-tailed Sioux, Chinook Pawukpa, Ebb and Flow, Rosa River, Peguis, and the rest of the Treaty 1 bands who may be standing here today. But you guys, younger generation, this is the flag. American Indian Movement. A lot of you don't know I'm involved. I come out here and stand with you guys, and I love you all. We're one nation.
I'm proud to stand here with all of you. You know, we talk about the strength from within, and the strength is with the youth. These young girls, these young gentlemen standing here with us. That's what we need as leaders. We need that. You know, we sit at home and we fight at home. The fight's not there. The fight's over there. You know, and I hear that loud and clear. But with your strength, we'll get it done. We'll take it. You know, we got the fire here, the sacred fire, the drum. We need to revert back to that and pick those up again.
Yesterday I received the Jubilee Award from the Queen, and I was glad to accept that. But I hope that when these things are received and given out, that we're taken serious. I'm very honored and feel very you know, to be here with you and to stand up for our rights. You know, I appreciate the fact that this is a grassroots movement and not one that's driven by the chiefs or leadership of Manitoba. And I come here to support you. You are the true leaders of our land, and I will stand behind you and with you to fight for our rights and continue to do what we have to do. It's not the leadership of this country that's going to make a difference, it's you, the ground, and I applaud your efforts for what you're doing, and I stand here in support of you. Miigwech.
I would like you guys to keep going in your movement. We have tried to go before the Senate committee at the House of Commons. You've seen that on Parliament Hill where we all gathered and they wouldn't let the chiefs go any further. We have tried to go through all their committees and we've never been heard. And there's all these bills that are coming through from this omnibus bill and everything. We have National Chief that there's at times when we think he's too soft. And I think with what's going on now, it's a clear breach of treaty. The treaty's been breached, and it's what are you people going to do about it? And this is only a start. You know, we have to be firm. We have to be strong. We need the warriors. We need that warrior spirit to rise up now, and it's got to come from you people, because we were born treaty. You know, we signed our grandfathers. They signed a treaty 130 years ago. They signed a treaty. You know. And that treaty is based around our resources, and this country was made from those resources. Canada is rich today. Canada is what it is today because of our resources. You know, our people own those resources. It's written in the treaty. You see all these bills that are passed, all these legislations on us to take that the treaty right away. And there's a bill that came up. It's called Bill C-50, and it's a bill that allows for the Queen to get her royalties, her piece of the pie. So she's getting our resources, meanwhile our people are not. And that's the message that we have to get out there. That's the message we have to convey. And I stand with you, just like the chief said, but we need more people to come up. You know, we need people like Jerry Daniels there in the crowd. We need like everybody has to come up. We need to do movements. We need to sit on Portage and Main. We need to block. We need for them to see how it is to get your lives restricted. You know, things not to flow right. Because like I said before, we're always having to play catch up. You know, we're catching up in our houses. We're catching up in the social programs. You know, we're always playing catch up with everything. Miigwech, I'd like to say I'm proud to be First Nation. I'm proud to be here with you guys. Miigwech.
Well, I want to thank everyone for being here today. I think it's really important that what we're doing is standing around our young leaders. We're all leaders here, every one of us. Any one of us can bring this together, and that's what we need to continue doing. We keep thinking about different ways to be dynamic and to challenge the environment that's happening here, because we have to keep an eye on what's going on here, how to get in here, because they are blocking our people from coming here. So our strategy needs to be able to change and switch as time goes on, and we need to coordinate a lot better so that our people are coming together, so that our message is reaching the non-Indigenous population. I think that we need to be also very resilient in our efforts. We should be doing this maybe every week on a Saturday for a few hours every week, so that they know that we're not going to give up on this. We're going to keep going every single week, again and again and again, until they start recognizing what we're really trying to say here. And what it really is about having a long-term sustainability plan and development plan for our country. You know, there's a lot of fresh water resources here and stuff that we depend upon as people, and we need to make sure that those things are going to go towards the future. That's what our treaty was about. That was always the core belief of our nations, even before treaty came. So I want to thank all of you for being here and for allowing me a chance to speak. We will continue to work towards educating Indigenous people and non-Indigenous people. We all got to educate ourselves and work together collaboratively, putting differences aside and prioritizing what we need to be doing. So, miigwech, dinaway maganiduk.
My band member here, Trisha Bolio, took the initiative here for the gathering here today, and we supported her 100%. This event today is happening for 7 hours. She based it on the 7 teachings, started at 10 a.m. and it's going to be 5 o'clock pretty soon, but that's not where it's going to end. Trisha Bolio, if you want to elaborate.
I'd like to thank you all who are here to stand up for your rights along with me, standing along the highway of heroes. Here we are being heroes, making history, and you're all here with me to share. I love you all for showing me that you guys do care. Miigwech.
Chief David Meaches, long things.
Congratulations. Thank you very much for standing up for all our rights.
Yeah.
Andene magani dakkehin hapijinji kanam humai. Pidagushnan. Wab magaw maushkia dizik. Anigi kinamo inda anigi kendamot anishnawe. What their rights are. It's important you young people know what your rights are. It's important you know you're native to this country and born into this country. It's important that you young girls know that you are life givers of our culture, life givers of our race of people. When that treaty was signed and when they talked about as long as the waters flow, they meant the life water flow of our mothers, of our women. As long as that life keeps flowing from the women, that's how long those treaties are supposed to stand. And we have one white man that's trying to stop it all. With a stroke of a pen, he can kill us all as Indian people. This is genocide at its finest formula. With a civilization that does not understand true civilization. They came here, and when they arrived here, they looked at how our people did things. They saw how our people met. They saw how we did things by consensus. They even seen how powerful our women were. Because it was you, the life givers, that chose who's going to speak and who's going to lead you. And when they first came here, they wondered how to take that power away from the women. And residential school sure did that. Residential school sure killed a lot of our power. But I see that power coming alive today in the young people. And I see that power coming alive today in the coaches, who are us, the leadership. But they're not listening to the leaders anymore. We need your help. And it's detrimental to the society of all of our people, of our young children, of our grassroots, of our great-grandchildren yet to come. What are they going to have? And thanks to you, maybe they will have something if we continue this movement. And it needs to continue. And again, we go back to Egypt. What happened there? A young person started it. And look what happened over there, the revolt. And was it a revolt just for the sake of fighting? No. It was a revolt for the rights of those people. The same thing you're doing here in your country. We need to get back to the table and talk about those not talked about treaty rights that we still have and we still presume we have. Earlier it was mentioned here, we allowed them 6 inches to farm, but nothing else underneath. We need to talk about those. We need to talk about resource revenue sharing. We hear the big hydro project. We were saying that at SCO for how many years, that it's going to cost a lot of money. The First Nation up there that's in that project is going to lose money. And we've been saying that. But when Brian Pallister says it, then everybody believes it. We are the people of this country, and we need to have a say as to what happens on the lands of our children. And I urge you all to be strong. Take your place in society, in history, and speak for our loved ones, our young ones. And remember the spirit of those that went on. The days of MIB are not here anymore, but the strength and the spirit of that willingness to congregate and earn that strength so that we can do the right thing for our grandchildren. I can certainly feel it here today. Thank you to the young people, the elders that phoned and asked for my participation. We're all related. I have grandchildren too in Sandy Bay. I have relations here in Long Plain. All the way out this way, we're all related. And we need to stand together. All my relations. And if I'm elected, I'm going to sing us a song here. This land is your land, this land is our land, this land is only our land, and this land is ours. I think that's the name of the title.
Okay, I got a bad cold. I hope I can do it. And I don't know, I just heard this song and I thought we should know this song. Everybody in here, you should learn this song. And it goes like this. I hope I don't forget the words. Kinainto weke, kaunje nibikak, kaunje babashkak, andi beentayeng, andi bejayeng, kinainto wek di bentamin, kinainto weke, kaunje asnikak, kaunje mitegokak, andi beendayang, andi bejayang, kinain tuweg di bendamin. I hope you guys learned that song. You bet.
We're going to send you to NCI. Next winner.
Hi, my name is Trisha Bolio. Jean Bonneau Benassi Hwy is my Indian name, meaning South Thunderbird woman. I am 25 years old. I am an Aboriginal. I am an Ojibwe from Sandy Bay First Nation Reserve, Treaty Number 28304664001. I began this rally on the behalf of our communities to show Stephen Harper we are not blind to the regulations of Bill C-45. Ridding us of our treaties, our lands, our identities, and taking what belongs to us all Aboriginals in Canada. I'm here so the rest of our communities could be heard nationwide. I speak for our ancestors, our elders, our children, our future, the ones that have passed that couldn't be here today. I do this with a heavy heart and with great support from our brothers and sisters from nations near and far. Before you start to judge me, step into my shoes and walk the life I've lived. And if you get as far as I have, just maybe you will see how strong I really am. I stand for all mothers who gave life to each and one of us all, our grandparents who showed us the traditional ways of life, and all protesters all throughout worldwide supporting us. Stephen Harper does not realize many of our people depending on medical attention will get sick and die. Is this his way of helping? We will not be quiet anymore. Idle no more. Vote no to Bill C-45. Miigwech.
Awesome.